Thank God I'm Funny is Nigeria's first stand-up comedy special, like movie content. Yeah, so it's the first time we're going to be hitting the cinemas and watching a Nigerian stand-up comedy special, like Kevin Hart's Irresponsible, Kevin Hart's What's Now, like Kevin Hart's Seriously Funny, Laugh at My Pain, like Trevor Noah's Afraid of the Dark, like Chris Rock's Tambourine. Now you can say SLK's Thank God I'm Funny.
Comedian SLK is set to make history. In an interview with HipTv, the comedian revealed that he is about to unleash Nigeria's first stand-up comedy special tagged Thank God I'm Funny in cinemas on July 26, 2019.
Thank God I'm Funny is coming to a cinema near you from the 26th of July 2019. Thank God I'm Funny is Nigeria's first stand-up comedy special. And it features special cameo appearances from Faz the Bad Guy, Basket Mouth, Alibaba, Imam My God, IK, Bovy, special mentions from D1 and Omo Baba number 1. Don't forget, get your tickets. Go with your loved ones. Go with people that you hate. Watch and enjoy Thank God I'm Funny in the cinemas.
All the things that Bisola did to Tito Tony. In my own opinion, from all those things, in my own opinion, Bisola is the best head of house.
According to him, comedy fans would have an opportunity to watch him perform on stage for 1 hour at various cinemas.
Well, it's simple. Like, I understand that most people don't, because it's the first, most people don't know what it is. They don't know what to expect. So it's like this. You go to the cinema, you watch me perform. So we did a show November 2018. We did a show last year, but we filmed it with the mind of releasing it in the cinemas, and that's what we're doing on the 26th of July, from the 26th of July. So you go to the cinema, get your popcorn with your loved ones or people you hate, whichever. Then you sit down, you watch me perform for like 1 hour. That performance I did, 1 hour, 14 minutes. It has a prologue as well. There's a prologue before I get on stage. There's a prologue that had cameo appearances from Faz the Bad Guy, Alibaba, Basket Mouth, Imam My God, and of course special guest appearances from IK and Bovy. So it's kind of like star-studded as well, but just me performing on stage for 1 hour, 14 minutes. You will absolutely love it.
No, but he was mad, though. Do you know one other person, one of the most interesting characters in the house was T-Boss.
On how often he would organize his comedy special once it starts rolling, he responded this way.
First of all, you need to have content. By content, I don't mean the final product, which is also content, but I mean the jokes. You need to have it prepared. Like I'm someone that likes to prepare. If you watch Thank God I'm Funny, you will notice that it's actually deliberate. There's a deliberate one, like well written, like the segues are there. So it's deliberate. You don't just wake up and say, I want to do a show. So for me, for something like this, I don't think it's most likely not going to be yearly if you're going to actually do it well, content-wise, because you need to actually prepare good jokes. So I don't believe it's going to be yearly. I believe it's something you prepare for artistically. It's an artistic piece. It's like exactly the way an album is to an artist. That's exactly how a stand-up comedy special is supposed to be to a comedian. So you have like your body of work once in a while like that. So this is mine, and I would implore, or I would like to encourage other comedians to follow suit and just try to bring out content like this once in a while so that we can actually have a representation in the international market.
You know T-Boss now? Most of you don't know it, but I will tell you. You know that T-Boss's real name is actually Tokumbo.
When asked why most comedians go ahead to put up a show even when it's obvious they lack content to hold their audience, he said this.
These are the kind of things that will eventually sieve out or separate the boys from the men. In the sense that if you're a comedian, then you should have your content. You should have your jokes, not necessarily up to 1 hour, but you should be able to stand on stage for a length of time, and you should be prolific. You should be creative, because what happens most times, like you said, is that someone just has 1 or 2 funny stories to tell, and he becomes a comedian. Then after he says that for like 3-4 years, he now has to start stealing jokes, or he just gets stranded. But that's exactly the thing. Is with almost every industry that is booming, makeup, almost every lady now wants to be a makeup artist. But what will eventually separate the real ones from the fake ones is time. Can you stand the test of time? Can you really, for example, in comedy, you'll notice that if you give it time, you can start out by stealing jokes, but will you sustain it? You can't sustain it that way. So over time, people will separate. Then when it's time to do shows, when push comes to shove, how many comedians can actually stand on stage for 30 minutes, for 20 minutes with their own materials and crack up the audience? That's exactly who the comedian is.
Tokumbo, London use, you know. So T-Boss's real name is Tokumbo. That means Bisola's real name is Nigerian use. But the thing is, T-Boss is so beautiful. You know, most men here were watching Big Brother because of T-Boss.